Hello, my friends. It has been a while since I've actually done an actual update video. And for starters, this is what I'm using for my avatar for my channel. And you're probably wondering what it actually says on that picture. And it says the following: in fighting and in everyday life, you should be determined through calm. Meet the situation without tenseness, yet not recklessly. Your spirit settled, yet unbiased. An elevated spirit is weak, and a low spirit is weak. Do not let the enemy see your spirit. And that's from the man himself, Miyamoto Musashi. Throughout this whole ordeal that has been going on with my family, for the most part, I have been keeping myself sort of in a chilled aspect. Because I will admit to everything that has been going on. It seems as though when my mother passed, everything started to somewhat crumble. Because there's, she basically kept the household going. Even in her old age, she kept her. Even at the age that she was, and before she met her demise by nature, it was her spirit that kept the house going. And since I share her name, it's only right that I carry on what she started. I carried on with it. And believe it or not, I have not looked through those papers that the people gave me at her memorial, but I will do that probably after I'm done with this video, because I've been really busy with not just my Let's Plays, but with trying to readjust everything. And speaking of which, as you notice lately, I've been knocking out Let's Plays right to left. So in this case, the last two Let's Plays that I've just finished were the 7 Samurai 20XX and Yakuza 2. I finished 7 Samurai 20XX over the weekend and Yakuza 2 early this morning. Yet the posting will be between those two videos. It's not going to be limited to, say, Mondays and Fridays. It is going to be, every day until it's done. And the two things, and there's something I need to mention that I'm actually going to do, and I've told my friends about it, but I'm telling the rest of you guys about it, is throughout this whole episode, I'm calling a break. Yes, I'm finally going to call a break. So what it means is that as far as posting is concerned, my last those will be my last two Let's Plays for this season. So So, Seven Samurai 20 Double X and Yakuza 2 will be my last two Let's Plays I will post on my channel for this season. That means in April I am going on break. From April until the second half of May, I'm going on break. That means there'll be no new Let's Plays, but there will be something else in its place, probably some reviews. But as far as Let's Plays are concerned, those are going to be put on hold. Now that doesn't mean I'm going to stop recording. I'm still going to record some parts, but as far as posting is concerned, I'm actually going to stop. So the thing is, I mentioned this at two videos. Those two series I mentioned. I've said that twice, but I'm going to say it here. In May, I'm going on vacation. I'm only going to take a 2-week vacation because I had a talk with my sister, and we had a heart-to-heart about this whole situation. And there was one thing that she said which made sense, and that is that since a lot is going on, my sanity is near its breaking point. Because of everything that is going on, I need to take a break. Now, the thing is, she knows I'm a Let's Player. Just like my brother, he knows I'm a Let's Player. And the wonderful thing about that is that he's an artist, and I showed him what I did for the last 8 years on YouTube. And he found that to be like the most inspiring thing he could ever find. That I've been doing this for 8 years. Without break, mind you. But the most important thing is, at this point in time, I do need this break. Because even though it hasn't really shown itself, it has affected me. One moment. Apologies for that. I thought somebody was about to open my door and talk to me. But as I was saying before, it really hasn't affected me as much because, I've been really moving per se. I've been moving forward since my mother's passing and the memorial. So I've really been like moving and readjusting everything, and as much as it kind of takes away from what's going on, when I have those times, it does affect me. And for what it's worth, I'll admit, I can say I do need a break. The only reason why I feel I need this break is because 2 weeks is enough for me to basically reevaluate my life. And to do that properly, I need to find my peace. Find what makes me me and reconnect myself with that. To become a better person. So that's why I have adopted myself, giving myself the name Ismus Musashi Prime. Because whenever, for some reason, every time I play something that has an action game in it, I always call myself as Ismus. It's never Izzy. It's always Ismus. Musashi basically is, I could say, the one person I want to become for myself. That one person that just like understands the situation, doesn't get all tense about it, but understands the situation to where I can blatantly just say, okay, so what do you want me to do about it? Prime basically is just that. I want to still be in my prime. What I do on my channel, and I'm going to state this and stand behind this. What I do on my channel, the only thing I want to do is to inspire. I've gained some respect over the last 8 years in being a Let's Player, even though it has been hard, very hard to do and continue what I've been doing for 8 years without rest, without stopping, without even worrying about the rest of the world. And while the rest of the world is acting stupid, here I am being the one that's like trying to stay level-headed above all else, and at the same time play a video game. That's all I'm doing. I'm playing a video game. I'm not trying to compete with anyone. I'm definitely not trying to be somebody I'm not. And on top of all that, if I bring a smile to somebody's face, if I somewhat inspire somebody out there, if I somehow inspire anybody, I should say, not just somebody, but anybody, if I show them my channel and say, yeah, I'm this guy who's playing all these games here, I've been doing it for 8 years. I do need a business card, by the way. I'm also an accomplished author. You're probably wondering how come my book hasn't been selling. Yeah, it needs a push. That's all it needs. It needs a push. It needs a team. It needs everything. That's the reason why. Aside from that, if it brings some good in this world, I'm satisfied with it. That's all. I mean, that's all I really want. If what I do brings some good and inspires others to want to do good, I feel that what I do, what I say, and even when I play, If it brings a smile to your face, it has. I have done my job. If it inspires you to somewhat make your own channel, or you need something of a push to get you going, again, I've done my job. If anything comes out and speak to you and just says, yeah, he's right, again, I've done my job. That's what I feel I've been doing for these 8 years. Numbers may have changed and fluctuated. I may have lost a few subs and gained a few subs here and there, but I've stayed the same. Even though I've changed my name, I'm still Izzy. That's the point. I can change my title as many times as I want, but still, I'm the same guy as I've always been. Nothing has really changed as far as me being me. But the only thing in life now is that my duty, as far as my family is concerned, I perform my duty to the utmost I can give, and my services are practically done. That's the reason why I'm going to take a break. It's only because since my mother's passing, that leaves me a lot to really think about. It leaves me plenty to do. And for the most part, what I really want to do now is just get away from California for 2 weeks. Take a break from California, per se. And really just refresh myself. That's it. I think, if I don't take care of myself, nobody else is. So I might as well just do that in order to get the old me back, if it makes sense. Now, normally it is March. You would expect me to be playing something robot related in March because usually March is the March of the Super or Real Robots. I've just finished Front Mission. Let me tell you, as far as tactical RPGs go, that pretty much was the most mentally exhausting game I've ever played on my channel. And even what I did, which was basically just made most of my skills just beyond superhuman, as far as the attacking was concerned and everything. I basically had to put in something that would just give me that edge over the RNG, because your real enemy in that series is RNG. Well, we're gonna rule out Gun Hazard, but throughout the Gun Hazard and Evolution, or rather Evolved, from Mission Evolved. Yeah, we're gonna rule out that and Evolved, and throughout the main series of the Front Mission franchise, RNG is your real enemy. It is not the enemy that you face in game. It is not. It's not the enemy, your main antagonist that you face in game. No, It is what you got to deal with throughout the game. That is your real enemy, which is RNG. Let me tell you, never have I felt so good after beating the RNG. And it didn't really matter who made the final kill, but it mattered the most when I just said, you know what? I'm beating this game. I'm beating the RNG. I've beaten the RNG. It felt so good to actually do that. And it really felt refreshing after knowing, oh, hey, I whipped the RNG's ass. And you know what? I could say this. I'm taking myself a break because of that too. So that means um, now I still have Arc the Lad to do. It is still on my list of games I need to finish, and I just looked through where I am in that game. I'm halfway through. So most of what I've been going through basically by numbers, I'm at the halfway point of battles in that game because there are 50 battles. I'm right around 23, 24, something like that. And most times when I'm doing, these kind of battles, it basically becomes that. One moment. Again, sorry about that. There's someone at the door, and on top of that, it wasn't important to really catch that conversation. What was going on at the door? Um, I was saying TRPGs, right? As far as Arc the Lad is concerned, I'm going to put that on hold. At least until I come back anyway. I might have gone through one or two things with that. For one, I might just record the rest of the game and just hold off on it, hold off on posting, like for most of what I'm going to do, uh, and then more likely after I'm back from vacation, I'll start posting everything else that I've been working on, and pretty much after Arc the Lad and Princess Minerva, I will eventually go back to the Tenkai project, which is Earthbound, and I haven't finished Earthbound in like so long because I've been busy with everything else, and life has been coming at me at both barrels, and I had to do a lot of whipping in order to get what I'm working on done. So once I get those once I get those let's plays done, I will be working on the new batch. I'm still working on the new batch, but I got a few games I do need to walk through and beat, especially as far as PS2 are, especially as far as PS2 and Steam are concerned. I am going to be busy. And I do have a setup on what I'm going to be working on next. And another thing I'm not going to be doing for this year is I'm not going to my annual anime expo. That's here in California every July. If not every July, it goes into June to July. But I'm not doing it this year. The only reason why is because after everything that has been happening, I really don't feel like dealing with the same thing I've been doing every year after year while going to the convention center. I don't feel like dealing with the crowds and waiting for, say, waiting for my ticket, my badge rather. And on top of that, I just need a break from it. I mean, I like my anime, but I'm not gonna go that far just to get some anime. Plus, I'm like, you know what? Nah, nah. I'm just not feeling it. Plus, on top of that, like I said, after the break, things are just gonna change up. That's all it is. But I will have a, a new setup. Excuse me. A new setup on how I basically am going to take on the next projects I plan on doing. Now, mind you, even if I got like 3 or 4 Let's Plays still ongoing, I'm pretty much going to plow through them. And like I said, for the most part, next month, I'm going to do a lot of recording, but little less posting as far as Let's Plays are concerned. But that doesn't mean I won't be having content for you. As I said, I'm pretty much going to be doing um, reviews. And they're long awaited reviews like movies, games, and even books. For the most part, manga. Because I have been reading quite a few good manga, and I'm getting around to finishing a few. And I think what I also want to do is I want to go back into hunting for some manga I have not finished. If they got another version of it, like a big version, I will go and hunt for that. Just to basically finish the rest of the story. Now, I do have a few titles on Steam that I figure, I should just basically bite the bullet and do. Few that's not gonna make sense, and few that's still not gonna make sense, but you're gonna watch it anyway because it's not making one lick of sense. So I do have a few games on Steam. I'm still gonna do. Oh right, I'm gonna rule out visual novels too because visual novels are less taxing than Let's Plays. So for a change of pace, April is going to be visual novels. This April anyway. I'm just going to post 2 things. That's reviews and novel plays. Not Let's Plays, just novel plays. Like I said, I do need a break from doing all these Let's Plays, and I feel if I do something else, it's something I can still do, and not feel like I have to really push myself over. So that means, you got Shuffle and Clannad and probably Notch that I'm probably going to finish, which are like 3 novel plays right there. And let's see. I'll have something for October, September, October. But as far as anything else is concerned, I'm pretty much going to do a lot of recording, as far as getting stuff ready for um, the summer. And after that, then I have stuff for September up on to December. So I am going to keep myself busy, but for the most part, going back to what what I stated in the excuse me, what I stated earlier. Yeah, I am going to take myself a break. And I feel, after all this, I'm going to feel a lot better after taking 2 weeks off from my usually busy schedule and just listening to myself and just say, hey, welcome back, man. I'm just gonna really just enjoy myself. I mean, thing is, I already have my ticket. I already I already have my date of when I'm going. And the most important thing is, I'm gonna enjoy myself while I'm actually going on my vacation. So that means, yeah, it's time for me to enjoy life again. It's time to revisit myself, re-encode myself, and just basically realize that there is life after death. But what's funny now is that from what everything when it comes down to is that my parents are in a better place. I'm still here. I'm taking care of the house. But I'm not alone in doing so. So with that, folks, I have been your friendly neighborhood Tenkaichi and the samurai of the Let's Play world. Ichigo Musko, aka is Miss Musashi Prime. And I will see you next time with more exciting content. Do check out my channel if you haven't done so. Oh, another thing, I also have a Top Buzz page. On there I go by the name of Agent Double F7. And I do share my own content up there. I also do blogs while I'm up there. I probably will do another blog up there. So it's on my channel. It's on my channel page of where it is. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Just go to my channel, and you'll see my book page, my channel page. Well, my book page, my blog page, my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Top Buzz page. That's a lot of material, but still, it's worth checking out. Anyway, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching. I know it was pretty much a very tanky sort of update, but a lot's been happening, and I wanted to share it to the rest of you guys out there in America that I'm a-okay. Everything's fine. I just been busy as all hell, but I'm good. I'm not going to say what my next LP is, but I'm going to be working on a lot, so I'll leave the surprises up to y'all. So until next time, take care. God bless. Senpai's blessings upon you. And I'll see you again real soon. The Tenkaichi has spoken, and I am out. Tenkai Muso!